Hello, my name is Wayne Gramlich, and I'm the president of the Brew Robotics Club this year. And I'd like to welcome everybody here. For how many people is this their first time? Yay! Congratulations, you made it through all the traffic. People are going to be dribbling in here for the next hour or so, complaining about the traffic.
Yep.
The key thing is, where are the restrooms? You walk past them on the way in, okay? We are allowed to be here, going to and from the bathroom, and leaving. Nowhere else, okay? Don't even think about going upstairs in the elevator. They catch you up there, we'll be kicked out. Okay. So that's the badges and why we have to have the stinking badges and all that stuff. That's the price we pay for using this facility. The neat thing about it is it's a nice facility, okay, and we don't have to pay for it. Thank you very much, Google. Woohoo! Woohoo! Okay, so the agenda for the meeting is, first we do club-related news, and then we do robot demos, and the concert has thinned our crowd, so we may not have as many robot demos. And then our speaker should show up by about 8-ish.
He's here.
He's here? Okay, where's our speaker?
He just went out that door.
Went out that door, okay, good. Our speaker's here. So anyway, we'll have about a 5-minute break between robot show and tell and starting the talk. And then we have the talk for about an hour, questions and answers. Then after that, we just talk until about 10 o'clock. And then I kick everybody out really promptly at 10. That's my job, is to be the bad guy and kick everybody out. And then after that, some of us will probably hang out and chat a little while longer out in front of the building until somebody from Google Security comes along and says, get lost, and then we'll leave. So that's kind of the agenda. So I'll do the club-related stuff first. The key thing on the club is elections occur in November, and we never have very much contention for positions on the club executive committee, okay? We're actually one short this year. So what's going to happen is there's going to be a change. I've been president for 12 years or so, maybe a little more. I'm not really sure. I am going to be, due to some of my health issues, I'm actually going to be taking a less, I'm going to be stepping down from president. I'm probably going to take program chair, because program chair needs a little,
less stressful, right?
a little more attention these days. Osmond has agreed to run for president, but we're really going to need somebody to do secretary-treasurer. Okay, this club is run by volunteers, and so we're going to be asking around, saying who wants to take on the job of secretary-treasurer. The neat thing about secretary-treasurer is you get access to the Homebrew Robotics Club banking account. It's got money in it. We're very careful about how we spend our money.
It had money in it.
Oh, it had money. Okay. Oh, you just bought a house, and now we know where the down payment came from. Okay. Yes, Chris.
You get a house with $135.
What? What?
No one else. I'll volunteer and step up.
Okay, fine.
Whatever you need.
Yeah. So the thing is, I don't know who's going to be our facilities person. I think it's still Arthur Waite, but I don't know. Has he been showing up at many meetings recently?
Yes.
Yeah. Between he and I, one of us will always be here.
Okay, fine. So anyhow, that's all it is. I mean, this is boring stuff. Let's move on to robots. Okay, thanks. So who has some robots to show tonight? Chris, Ralph, Cam, who else? I don't know your name.
Eventually.
It's a virtual robot.
Virtual robot, okay. Yeah, okay. So it looks like yeah.
I think we have a couple more bits of club business.
Okay, sure, go ahead.
If you don't mind. We have one of Daniel, would you like to
So I have several robotics books here, if anybody's interested, for robots or, well, Linux in one case, Arduino and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So feel free to
No.
take whatever you
So,
want.
we aren't allowed to leave any,
For all.
Free for all.
if nobody takes them, please take them.
Unless you want to put some criteria on it, I don't know, I haven't thought about that. So.
I was gonna say something club related about the certificates.
Okay, go ahead, sure.
Members first, yeah, members first, I think that's.
Talk louder, see if you can get that thing to,
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
yeah, it does work.
Last time I was pretty much in charge of doing all the certificates. What I did to make it easier for me is I set up, everybody look in the back corner. I have a laptop and a printer, and I set my wallpaper screen for the instructions. So basically, if you solve a challenge, all you have to do basically is edit a BMP file and add your name, the robot's name, and the name of the challenge. A tabletop is going to be the default. And you can, it's self-serve. When you got it looking right, let me know. I'll stick in the nice expensive paper with the gold trim, and then we print it out and give you this solid gold sticker for the level that you completed. So certificates, self-serve, back corner.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay. Hey, that's awesome.
No, one more thing. Camp. You want to tell us what happened at RoboBusiness?
Yeah, RoboBusiness is going on currently at the Santa Clara Convention Center. RoboBusiness is the business side of robotics. I guess the coolest thing I saw there was Carrie, which is a two-legged robot walking around. Fetch is there, and a lot of people know the folks there that work at Fetch. I guess Jack Rabot with Stanford. It's a social robot, drives around. It's using ROS with like very social layers and stuff. It's pretty interesting. Patrick's there, Patrick Goebbels. There's some Baxters around doing things, and who's it? Variety of robot arm. Ooh, hey, I have brochures. Let's see. So it's still going on. You can get into the expo for $45. And again,
$36 for the code. Oh, too late for a code, sorry.
I guess, it's really the business side of things. It's not so much robo games and Maker Faire and that kind of stuff. So I kind of missed that, but oh, this is cool. This is a service robot, and Fellow Robotics, they do retail robots. Sorry about that. I Am Robot is a company that does they're working on some shelf stocking robots and stuff like that. So, it looks like this, retail robotics thing is really happening. Again, this was kind of a cute one, service robot from China. Santa Clara Convention Center is the expo's going on tomorrow from, I think, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. $45. There's worse places to spend your money and your time. Okay, thank you.
Okay, one other question. Did anybody here
Yes,
go to
Dan?
RossCon?
Camp, what would you say, RoboBusiness, would you say it's worth $45, or it was kind
For
of
me it is, I love it, but you're not me. But you are almost me, so you would love it. Say it this way, I've seen it bigger.
Right.
But I still think the best is yet to come. How about that?
Okay.
And
is
so,
it bigger than last year?
I don't believe it was bigger than 4 years ago, say. I don't think I went last year. There's a little bit of ebb and flow going on here, and I got a sense there's a lot of stealth stuff happening, so people walking around can't talk about stuff. Yeah.
You never know, those NDAs, they're all over the place.
That's what it is. But yes, it's worth, Dan, for you, it would be totally worth $45.
I know. You told me $45.
Now you're getting
That's what you're getting at, right?
So I'd say the majority of exhibits were arm and motion control. So there's a lot of robot arms and a lot of motion control stuff going on there. So maybe a little bit skewed towards industrial robotics, still rather than the
Homebrew Robotics Club is a much better value.
Yeah.
We don't have to move there.
Yeah.
Okay, can you just give a brief summary of RossCon? ROS is Robot Operating System. It's kind of the de facto operating system for robots.
Get around this side as well.
And
If I need the microphone.
they just had their convention up in Vancouver. Take it away, Ralph.
So yeah, so
In front of me, I don't care.
I'm just trying to not get in front of the projector. Yeah, so I went to Vancouver for RossCon. It was the biggest RossCon, but you know, as Wayne just said, Ross is the robotic operating system. It was started at Willow Garage. It's the whole open source platform for sort of higher level robotics. So they had nearly 500 attendees that they said was the biggest ever. It keeps growing, which is positive. One interesting statistic, they said that there was nearly 80% commercial attendees were there from businesses, not as students. Which I said in the past, it's usually been very heavily student biased in the attendees. But this year they saw a lot more business attendees, which means people are using Ross in their commercial products, I guess. So it's basically 2 days of sitting listening to people give talks focused on Ross. So there was a broad area of topics covered. Ross 2 is something that anybody who's in Ross is interested in. It's the new version that they are bringing out. And the disappointing thing there was they still said, yeah, it'll probably be the end of the year, but we're not promising yet what and when. We're working on it. But there'll be a formal release at the end of the year, and you'll get what you get at that point as far as working functionality. They were up to the point where you can run a TurtleBot and ROS 2 and do basic nav stack and stuff, but a lot of the functions like actions and ARVIAs and that won't run natively in ROS 2. You'll have to have a bridge that talks ROS 1 and use the tools from ROS 1.
Is ROS 2 DBS compliant?
Yes, so one of the key differences with ROS 2 is the communications platform is DDS. I guess it comes with a basic minimal DDS open source. Well, it's not open source, I don't believe, but it's free because DDS is actually a commercial licensable product. But ROS 2 will come with a free licensed version of it. If you want to upgrade to full secure version and all that sort of stuff, you'll have to go and buy your own commercial and plug it in underneath. So that's one of the key. The other thing, it'll be no master, so it's just a complete auto discovery of whatever's in the network, and you don't need. Yeah. But it gives you, the DDS gives you a whole lot of fine tuning. You can tune whether it's TCP or UDP per topic with queue sizes and priorities and retry features, so you can really.
Are there other protocols besides Ethernet style protocols?
They didn't get into that much detail on what I was there. So yes, that was one of the big topics. A lot of interest I saw in actual people evaluating the quality and reliability and robustness of ROS, which is a big issue because we all know that it's kind of come out of academia and it's maybe not the most robust platform for commercial products. So there is a fairly big effort on people trying to improve that. Autonomous vehicle, people were talking about their driving stack. There's a couple of open source stacks now for self-driving vehicles, some of them using ROS. Few dev kit environments, people kind of come up with IDE studios that you drag and drop, build ROS platforms from and stuff. So yeah, it's a healthy platform, and there was 2 days. I had 2 days of talks, keeping people busy. So, and all the video within about a month, they say all the videos will be online, and you can just log in and watch them anyway. So.
And was there a ROS under Windows?
Well, ROS 2 will support, I think, Windows, iOS, Linux, obviously. I'm not sure whether the Android is still going to be sort of the ROS Java world, or whether there's going to be a more formally supported ROS Android version as well. So, okay.
Great. Okay. Any other sort of club and robot-related news? Okay.
Sorry about the squeaky wheels.
Yeah, well, you know, there's low-quality robots.
What?
Okay.